This is a sanding jig for my disc sander. There's a wooden strip that slides in this track slot. And put a blank on here and feed that into the disc. I've found that generally it works just as well for me if I clamp this down on the back side. Put my blank in here. I can pivot it on whatever point. I can feed that back and forth. When you want to turn a disc, you figure out where the center point of that disc is going to be. Drill a hole. A lot of times I just use the drill bit for it to pivot on. You know that's going to be the right size. And as you feed your disc into this sandpaper, the net force is going to try and push the stick away. So this locking mechanism, it needs to hold it firm. It doesn't have to be overly tight. The locking mechanism is a T-bolt. That's the same thing that holds your toilet down in the bathroom. Get these in a hardware store. Fornister bit, cut a shallow pocket in there. Drill a hole for the bolt. That pocket will keep that head of that bolt from turning. Cut a rabbet in your stick on the table saw. And when you tighten your star knob on the bottom, it'll lock that in place. The locking mechanism on the sanding jig comes through the bottom. There's a star knob on here. If you're going to turn a wood gear, it's going to have a large axle hole. It's going to pivot on a wooden dowel. Take a piece of that wooden dowel, glue it into the end of your stick, and use that for your pivot. That's spinning pretty good. That's certainly going to work on the clock.